Your inbox just hit 47 unread emails. Your chest feels tight. Your palms are sweating. Somewhere in your body, an alarm just went off. The same alarm that once saved your ancestor's life in the middle of a dark forest. But here's the strange part. There is no forest. There is no danger. There is only a laptop, a deadline, and a body that cannot tell the difference. Your brain is running software built for a world that no longer exists. Deep inside your skull sits a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Its job is simple. Scan for threats. Sound the alarm. It doesn't read your calendar. It doesn't know what an email is. It only knows one thing. Something feels dangerous, so prepare to run or fight. 50,000 years ago, that threat had teeth, a rustle in the grass, a shadow moving too fast. Your ancestors' amygdala would fire instantly, flooding the body with adrenaline before conscious thought even caught up. Heart rate spikes. Muscles tense. Digestion shuts down. Blood rushes to the legs. Within seconds, a human being transforms into a sprinting, gliding machine. This is the response. Physiologist Walter Cannon first named fight or flight back in the 1920s when he discovered that fear and fury trigger the exact same chemical cascade in the body. But notice something. That system was built for danger. That ends. You run from the predator. You escape, or you don't. Either way, within minutes, it's over. The stress hormones clear out. The body returns to calm. That's how the system was designed to work. Now compare that to your Tuesday. Your boss sends a passive-aggressive email at 9 in the morning. Your amygdala fires. By 10, you're still thinking about it. A group chat notification adds a second wave. By 6, the deadline looms and the stress hormone cortisol is still circulating. Hours after the original trigger, there is no forest to escape. There is no predator to outrun. Just a slow, continuous drip of alarm signals with nowhere to go. This is what neuroendocrinologist Robert Sapolsky spent decades studying, comparing the biology of zebras and humans. A zebra's stress response turns on hard when a lion is chasing it, and turns off completely the moment it's safe. Humans are different. We can activate that same ancient alarm system just by imagining a bad outcome, just by rereading a text message, just by thinking about tomorrow's meeting while lying in bed at midnight. Sapolsky's work helped show why humans can suffer from stress-related disease in ways a zebra usually will not. Our imagination keeps the alarm ringing long after the danger has passed, or before it has even arrived. So why hasn't evolution fixed this? Because it doesn't need to. Evolution isn't optimizing for your comfort. It's optimizing for survival long enough to reproduce. A hair-trigger threat detector that sometimes misfires on a harmless noise was still better, on average, than a cautious one that occasionally missed a real predator. Better to flinch at a stick that might be a snake than to calmly examine every stick and get bitten once. This bias has a name. Researchers call it the smoke detector principle. The idea that a system tuned to overreact is safer, in evolutionary terms, than one tuned to be accurate. Your ancestors who overreacted to shadows survived to pass on their genes. The ones who stayed calm and rational sometimes didn't. You inherited their nervous system, not the calm ones, the nervous ones. Endocrinologist Bruce McEwen gave this problem a name. He called it allostatic load, the cumulative wear on the body from stress hormones that circulate for too long, too often. In short bursts, cortisol is helpful. It sharpens focus. It mobilizes energy. But chronic activation, the kind modern life specializes in, wears down the same systems it was built to protect: the heart, the immune system, even memory itself. Here's what makes this especially strange. Your body is not always good at distinguishing the size of the threat. A genuine physical emergency and a nasty comment from a coworker can trigger overlapping stress chemistry. The amygdala doesn't carefully grade every threat on a scale. It is built to flip the alarm fast. Whether it's a bear or a Slack message, the switch flips the same way. Think about what this means for a single ordinary day. You wake up already thinking about a deadline. Alarm on. You check your phone and see a message that could be read two ways. Alarm on. You sit in traffic, running late. Alarm on. None of these will kill you. Not one. But your body, built by millions of years of actual life or death encounters, cannot read the fine print. It just responds to the feeling of threat. over and over, all day long. This is why so many people describe modern life as exhausting in a way they can't quite explain. It's not usually one dramatic event. It's the accumulation of dozens of tiny false alarms, each one small enough to seem manageable, and each one drawing from the same ancient reserve of fight-or-flight energy that was never designed to be tapped this often. So what do you do with a body that reacts to your inbox the way it once reacted to a predator? You can't rewire the amygdala with logic alone. It doesn't listen to reason in the moment, but you can work with it instead of against it. Physical movement, the very thing your body is preparing you for during a stress response, helps burn through those hormones the way nature intended. A short walk. Slow breathing that manually signals safety to the nervous system. Even naming the emotion out loud has been shown to quiet the amygdala's alarm, because it engages the thinking part of the brain and takes control away from the reactive part. None of this makes the deadline disappear, but it gives your ancient alarm system what it's actually asking for, not less stress. Release. Your inbox will hit 47 unread emails again tomorrow. Your chest might tighten again. Your palms might sweat again. But now you know what's actually happening. There is no forest. There is no predator. There is only a body doing exactly what it evolved to do. Sounding an alarm it cannot tell isn't real.